Teresa.
And this is Emily.
And we're the Unicorn Society. And today we're celebrating Emily's birthday. Yay!
For today, we are having Benten Ramen, and it's like a hole-in-the-wall ramen place located in St. Gabriel. So for me, I got their Tonkotsu Ramen, and basically it's a pork broth ramen that comes with some toppings, injected egg, as well as a fat piece of pork belly. And for size, we got the chicken karaage, and it comes with the spicy mayo dipping sauce.
We're also having a Tsukemen Ramen, which is their dipping noodle, which we'll dip with thick ramen noodles. And for drinks, I'm having a Matcha Green Tea that I made this morning, and Emily will be having a Wanu water in peach flavor.
Okay, so should we dig in?
Yes, let's get started.
I am so hungry, yay. Birthday meal.
Birthday ramen.
Yeah, they say that actually this is perfect. I just realized this, but in Chinese tradition, you actually are supposed to eat noodle for your birthday because it signifies longevity, long life.
Yeah.
So this is perfect.
So, should we try mine first?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yours is definitely a much thicker ramen. Here, you can have some, or take some from me. Abysmal chopstick skills coming out.
Oh yeah. It doesn't help that we both have abysmal chopstick skills.
It's okay. Don't judge.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're everywhere.
I'm fine. Oh my god, the soup is so thick in the dipping ramen. Packed with intense flavor.
Yeah, so much flavor.
The richness of the broth is just to die for. Like if you like your ramen really rich, get their Tsukemen.
Tsukemen, yeah.
Tsukemen ramen.
Have you ever had our Tsukemen before?
I had, but not at this place. Yeah, theirs is really good.
Yeah, you can really taste the pork flavor. And like, for someone who's never had a Tsukemen before, like if you're new to it, you might think it's too thick or too salty, but that's how it's supposed to be. So it's supposed to be thick in order to absorb into the noodle.
That's right. It picks up all the broth on the noodle. And yeah, it's definitely something that like when I first tried it, I was like, I'm not sure about it. But the more you eat it, the more you learn to appreciate the art of it. So, okay, so now I'm gonna try my Tonkotsu Ramen. Here. Ramen is actually always good to be eaten there, like at the restaurant, rather than taking it to go. But I mean, the noise level was just gonna be too much, so. I love the texture of the ramen. Even though it's thin, it still has a bit of like a chewy texture to it. And it complements the broth very well. And also it comes with the pork char siu, right? The char siu pork, which is the pork belly. And I felt like their pork belly is extra fat. So
yeah, look at it. It's just so
juicy
and huge.
Yeah, it's definitely not one of those like thinly sliced ones. So they give you one piece, but very fat. And it also has some cabbage as well. Yeah,
the pork tonkotsu or the Tonkotsu Ramen is, I think, the most popular item that they have there.
Yeah,
and that is
definitely their number one.
Yeah, that's my favorite item there too. But today I was trying something different because I heard that the Tsukemen is also really good.
Yeah, no, Tsukemen is really good. I will order that again. The thing that's different about Benten, I feel like, is definitely their broth that really makes them stand out because the broth is just so rich and flavorful. I feel like a lot of times when I go to different ramen places, one of the complaints I have about their soup is that it can be a little bit watered down or too watery. And I think for ramen, I think that richness, that little tiny thickness, gelatinous in the broth is what makes a ramen, right?
That is true. I've been to Benten Ramen once because Emily took me. Yeah, I really like it because it's really hard for me to find a really good tonkotsu. That's my favorite kind of ramen, and it's really hard to find one that is creamy enough and flavorful enough. And another thing that I do that's different is I always put lime in it. Just to give it a little bit of a kick. And also with the Tsukemen, it's good to have a little bit of lime too. Usually you lime the noodles, you don't actually lime the soup, but I like to just have it to really cut through the fat.
Yeah, no, that's a perfect balance, like you said, to cut through the fat with the acidity and to really balance it out. Because sometimes, you know, too much of that fattiness can get a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The other thing that I love about Tsukemen is the thick noodle. The texture of it is just so amazing.
It's so chewy.
Oh, I forgot to mention that in my Tsukemen, there's a ton of bamboo. Ton of scallions and bamboo. And although I don't have the pork like Emily does, there's little bits of pork that was brewed in the
I didn't even
broth.
see that.
I forgot all about that. Yeah.
When you take the ramen to go, it kind of sticks together. That's kind of what I'm experiencing right now. But yet you know that the noodle is good when it's been sitting in the broth for some time, yet it didn't soak up all that soup and become really soggy. Like this noodle can hold its own pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't lose too much texture.
And ramen, as much as it's about the broth, is also about the noodle as well. So I really like to see the different variation of ramen noodle that they use in different ramen places.
Because when it's not done right, then it's just really sad. It's like a sad ramen.
Yeah.
Some places that I go to, they will have a timer, and then as soon as like the 5-minute mark happens, they just pull it out right away. So it's perfect every single time.
I'm almost tasting a little bit of egg noodle in this noodle.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it has
Interesting.
just a tiny bit of an eggy taste.
Should we get into our egg now?
Oh yeah, oh my goodness. That's my favorite part. I usually like to save it for last.
Yeah, this is like the cherry on top or the egg on top.
Egg on top, most definitely. So how do you usually do this? Do you just like
freaking
poke a hole?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I usually poke a hole and I look at it and I'm like, is it done right?
Oh yeah, it's definitely done
Whoa!
right.
Like all the yolk is starting to ooze out.
God.
And for some reason, there's already soup in here. I don't know how it got in, but...
Really?
Yeah,
Like
like...
you must have gotten punctured, yeah.
Yeah, I must have had a hole somewhere where the soup just kind of went in, which is perfect. You're supposed to eat it that way.
So you guys can see, like it's just yolk, and it just drips.
Yeah.
It's so
Acorn.
good.
Definitely acorn. Acorn's like one of my favorite things to watch. It's like food show.
I was gonna say acorn's my favorite kind of porn.
Seriously, mine too. Anything with food.
Does yours have bamboo in yours?
I actually don't have bamboo.
Do you like bamboo?
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me just give you some pieces, just because the texture of it is really great.
Do you have cabbage?
I don't have cabbage, but I don't think cabbage matches with mine as well as it does with yours.
Oh, really? Yeah, bamboo really gives it that extra crunchy texture.
Yeah, up a notch.
What's your favorite ramen topping?
My favorite ramen topping? Well, I do like the egg a lot, but I think my favorite one has to be garlic.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, I
I
love
totally
honey
forgot
garlic.
about that. There's some ramen places that like allows you to crush your own garlic, and I really like that.
Yeah, they have that little pressure thing that threads the garlic through. So good. I'm gonna put a little bit of sambal in mine, just because we're talking about the garlic, and this is gonna be the missing piece of garlic that I need.
It adds a little bit of that garlic taste. Can I have some too?
Yeah.
Usually, if you dine in, they give you these 3 different little pasting that you can add into your broth that enhances the flavor. And I think one of them is kind of like chili paste or something.
A chili paste, and one's like a miso or a soy paste or something like that.
Yeah. It definitely elevates the taste. So I'm a little bit sad that they actually didn't pack it with our takeaway.
You should have told them that we're doing a video so that they could have included it.
I feel like with any noodle soup, chili or anything spicy is a must. It just elevates it, in my opinion.
So we got the regular tonkotsu, but they also have the spicy tonkotsu there too.
Oh, they do?
Have you had it?
I haven't tried their spicy.
Yeah.
But they also have spicy miso as well. I saw that.
Yeah, definitely with the sambal. It kicks it up a notch with the garlic.
Most definitely. Wow. What a difference. But ramen places don't usually have sambal.
Yeah.
You don't go in there and be like, hey, can I use sambal? No. They'll be like offended. Like, what are you saying?
Will be just fine. But it's just because we don't have any right now.
I love spice with my food. Just like Strictly Dumpling, if you guys ever watch him. I'm such a huge fan of his. But he loves his noodle soup, and every time he eats his noodle soup, he always has to add chili or something spicy, whether it's chili powder, like chili paste, anything. Whatever the restaurant have.
Is it time for the chicken karaage?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put a little bit of sambal on one side.
Oh yeah, sure.
Just because, I don't know about you, but I for this, I definitely want it a little bit spicy.
The spicy mayo definitely gives it a bit of a spice.
Oh, that's true. This is already spicy, but just in case.
But this is like extra spice.
I'm just gonna dip it with my hand.
Go for it. Chicken karaage is definitely like a standard Japanese side dish, I feel like.
Yeah. This is so good.
And it goes so well with beer. It's beer food. It's good? How's the
fantastic. So juicy and succulent the meat is. The outside, I think it was supposed to be a little bit more crispy, but since we waited like 2 hours, it's no longer crispy and it got steamed in the box. But it's so good already. I would want to try this again, but fresh at the restaurant.
The chicken karaage is one of the best I've had, seriously. We didn't order it last time, I forgot to tell you. But they're pretty well known for it too, because something about the breading they use or how they marinate the chicken, it just has so much flavor. More so than the other type of karaage. Because I feel like usually they provide some type of dipping sauce for you to enhance the flavor. But I'm pretty sure this on its own would have been great without any dipping sauce. And their spicy mayo actually has a pretty good kick already.
Yeah. This was really well done.
Yeah.
I can see why this is one of their most popular items on the menu, the tonkotsu and this.
And I think with this place, they really don't have that many varieties or options on the menu, but whatever they do have, they obviously do a fantastic job on it. So, I am very happy with this place. There's not a single person that I took to this restaurant that was disappointed. They were like, wow, this is definitely one of the best ramen I've ever had. Or,
yeah. So Emily earlier called it a hole-in-the-wall place, but I think you meant that it was like one unit, you know? But
yeah, I don't know.
It's actually pretty nice, so it's not like hole-in-the-wall, like, you know.
I mean, I think the dining atmosphere is definitely not your mom and pop kind of like dirty or run down. Nothing like that. It's very clean.
It's very youthful.
It's youthful. It's hip. But I mean, it's really small and it's kind of in the corner, so it can easily be missed. Even if you go into the plaza, you wouldn't notice it unless it's like word of mouth or something. And I think that's how I define hole in the wall. But I could be wrong.
That's fine. That's my definition. But sometimes hole in the wall, I think people think of it as dirty. This place is not dirty.
And then when you dine in, they give you free drink. So you get to select either green tea or black tea, and it comes with your meal.
Or the rooibos tea, and they're really good, and you can have as much as you want. Which is really rare, you know, when you go to any restaurant, not much less a ramen place.
Right,
because you don't have that.
Yeah, they could easily charge for something like that, but they don't. They give it for free.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you in this giant carafe. Not this one, a different.
Would you like to split the chashu pork?
Oh yeah, sure.
Here, try a piece. Their chashu pork is a perfect balance of lean and fat, I feel. Not too much fat, not too much lean. And everything is braised to a point of just melting in your mouth and like falling, even though it's not, there's no bone, like falling off the bone type of feel.
Whoa.
Holy crap.
So much more delicious than I remembered.
Yeah, seriously. Don't you think this is like hands down one of the best chashu pork you've ever had?
Yeah, seriously.
Because I think at most restaurants, their chashu pork is really thinly sliced and it just takes away from that whole, I don't know, the fatty, the substance that you're looking for in the meat.
Yeah, the unctuousness of it.
Oh yeah. Can I please get more sambal?
Alright,
Talking about sambal, I'm actually scheduled to go on a sriracha tour this upcoming Monday.
Oh, that's so awesome. I haven't been.
Yeah, but remember like last time we were talking about...
Like about 3 episodes ago, we were talking about the sriracha factory and how it closed down for a little bit because of all the spicy pollution.
Yeah.
Now you get to go.
Yeah, not only do they not close down, now they're hosting tours for anybody that is interested. So I think it's in the city of Irwindale. So
Yeah.
if you're interested.
My friend, when
check it
he went, the CEO was there and he took a picture with him. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
And there's all kinds of things there, like sriracha flavored chips, sriracha t-shirts, like all kinds of stuff. Like it's like sriracha land.
I know, seriously. And I just love how affordable sriracha is because you can like easily buy that huge bottle for like what, $2.99, $3.99 at an Asian market.
And but it brings you so much joy for like a month.
I know, seriously, it does. It lasts you.
So how do you feel about your birthday? I mean, are you feeling like sad because you're getting older? Or are you like, yeah, I'm gonna take over the world? Like, how does it feel?
Well, I think that as you age, especially when you're after mid-20s, it's no longer, yes, I'm gonna take over the world. It's more like, please don't remind me. Like, I don't need to know, or please continue to card me. Yeah, so then on my birthday, I went to, so you guys, Teresa and a couple of my other friends, they decided to host something for me here at the apartment, and we basically just had like a board game night where everyone got together, just drank and then played board games, played pool, things like that, just something easy and fun. And then that day I went to pick up some wine and cheese from Trader Joe's to bring over, and then the guy carded me. I was like, yep. Good job for carding me. Yeah, but
you know what's so funny about that is that after the party and playing the board games and like playing cards at night and you know, all that, I didn't even think of it as weird or anything, but that's the sign that we're like getting old because we didn't even think that was like boring or anything. It didn't even cross our mind.
Why would it be boring?
Because most people go out and we're like, oh yeah, we just had a board game.
Oh yeah.
And the weird thing is I just didn't even think that there was anything wrong with that.
That's our definition of fun now, is just to stay in and do something easy.
Yeah.
Because to me, the idea of partying is just so much work. It's so tiring, and I agree with you, it's a sign of aging. And then also recently, I noticed another sign of aging that kind of like scared the crap out of me, is that I start to enjoy wine. Like I actually, like for my birthday, I wanted wine and cheese. That's a sign of aging. Because before it's like, bring on the hard liquor, like vodka, whiskey, whatever. But then now I'm just like, I want to pair my food with a nice glass of wine so it elevates the taste of the food. So I think that's like, uh-oh, what's happening?
I don't recall doing that like last birthday or the birthday before, and it just like snuck up on us, you know? Like we didn't even notice that we're like old now.
Totally. Yeah. I never thought there would be a day that I learned to appreciate wine, because when I first started drinking wine, like maybe in my mid or early 20s, I'm just like, ugh, like how can people drink this stuff? It's just like, I don't know, it doesn't taste good, and like, why are you trying to look classy? Like, but now it's like, I don't know, it really does bring out certain taste in certain food, and it just elevates your meal.
Yeah, it makes it just so much more enjoyable.
So if you don't like wine now, it's okay. Wait a couple more years.
You'll like it soon enough. That's very good advice.
I'm gonna eat the last bit of my egg. Kind of sad.
Don't worry. Then you get to move on to the karaage.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that again.
These are just so fun to eat. They remind me of like chicken nuggets, but just like way, way better.
Oh yeah, way better than chicken nugget. So much more flavor.
And then,
oh,
wait, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm about done with my noodle.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. I have no more noodle left.
And just the broth.
I do have some pork though. Oh, and an egg. What the heck?
Don't let it go to waste.
Did you put this egg in my bowl? I just forgot.
You forgot about it. This is like how I keep forgetting about the karaage. Comes with age again. Stop reminding me. I'm so sad.
Now people are gonna think we're like really old.
We're not that old.
We do forget our eggs in our soup. That's so sad.
Very bad short-term memory. That was delicious. Yeah, their karaage pieces are so big. Really, really fat piece.
Yeah, I would just use my hand.
That's smart.
And the pieces that are really big like this, I always expect them to be dry. That's why they're like so big, right? But no, they're juicy.
So juicy, every single bite. I don't think I've encountered a dry piece yet.
Yeah, me neither. I think it was because they probably brine it or something, so it keeps all the moisture in.
Or they use different part of the meat. It tastes like dark meat more so than white meat, in my opinion. I think it's, I don't know if it's just me, but isn't the breading or the chicken itself already spicy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, is it?
I think so. Not sure, but it does.
Oh yeah, no, look, you can see it.
Oh, no wonder. I was like, spicy mayo doesn't usually.
Yeah, it looks like a spicy like marinade in here. I just took a bite and I saw like juice just like fly into the camera.
That was a really big bite. Surprisingly, this is something that still tastes amazing when it's cold. Yeah, it doesn't taste bad at all. Yeah,
not even a little bit. Which means that if we had it like fresh, it would be double good.
It would be amazing. Imagine the hot oil or like juice just kind of like spurting out and as you take a bite into it.
Last bite.
All right, if you insist. Cheers.
Hold on, let me sauce it. Cheers. Karaage.
That was a perfect meal.
Happy birthday, Emily.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel old. So this concludes our mukbang for today. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining us on this delicious meal. Please continue to like, subscribe, and comment down below. We really appreciate you guys. And yeah, we shall see you in the next video.
Bye guys.
Bye.